How's it going, guys? Wanted to jump on here real quick and kind of conclude my series on understanding your EOB. So today we're going to talk about three quick items as it relates to your explanation of benefits. Number one, if you have health insurance, it's an absolute must that you register online with whatever your health plan is. By doing this, it's going to let you see your EOBs very easily, download them, have them readily available. But B, it's going to make your life a lot easier anytime you need to use your plan, searching for doctors, looking up procedures and how much they may cost, and all kind of various other aspects of the types of needs that you need with your medical plan. Second part is going to be comparing that EOB amount versus the actual bill that you get in the mail. And then the third part is a brief topic on negotiation, prepay versus postpay. So the last EOB that we shared was a pretty simple one, and I want to share a more complicated one. So let's get this up here. So this is an EOB from a emergency room visit that turned into a overnight hospital stay visit. So when I'm getting a bill in the mail from a specific provider, the first thing I'm going to do is go back to my health plan online, pull up the data service for whatever date that was, and then research what the actual EOB says. So in this particular situation, you can see there's a bunch of charges on here, just all kinds of things. And it shows the total amount billed was $5,005, or the total amount that's due was $5,550.33. So if I have a bill from that provider and that number on the bill is the same as this number right here, then at that point, I'm pretty much done with this. I understand it's been filed with my insurance. And unless I want to sit here and go through every single line item, it's probably 99% accurate, and that's going to be the amount that you need to pay. However, if the amount that you are actually billed differs from this, that's when you're going to need to look at that bill from the provider. And if you don't have an itemized bill, you need to request an itemized bill. And at that point, you're going to want to go through every single one of these line items and make sure that the billed amount and the negotiated amount equals the amount that you should actually pay. This one is a little bit confusing because you'll see all of the charges are rolled up under this initial reason code, and the numbers don't quite make sense. But essentially, if you looked up what reason code 679 is, it shows you that these services were billed, but they're already paid under a different service. So all that really means is the hospital billed this claim twice, one as line items, but also one as an actual private room stay, which included all those charges. And that's where the total amount comes from on the top of this claim. So again, first step, look at the dollar on your bill and then compare it to the EOB. If those numbers are the same, move forward. If they're not the same, that's whenever you're going to have to dig in and figure out how much time and effort you want to put into it. So the third item is prepay or postpay. In this particular situation, this claim was early in the year. The member had a very high deductible, certainly higher than $5,050. The situation was it was an ER admission or ER into a hospital admission. So there was no prepay offered. Obviously, with the ER admission, you're not prepaying, you're already in there. But before the patient was discharged, they were offered a quick pay discount of about 20%. So in this particular situation, the insured knew that their bill could easily be $6,000 or $7,000 because of the deductible that they had. The post-pay, quick pay discount was 20%, and they decided to take it, which resulted in them paying about $4,200. So it saved them, over $1,000. Definitely worth it, in my opinion. Now, where you don't want to get into the whole prepay or post-pay mix is if you know that you're going to have a bunch of claims coming in. So if you know that you've got multiple providers, maybe a lot of facilities, maybe some imaging claims, and they're all going to come in within a 30-day time period, you want to pay as little as possible in a prepay situation to any of those providers. So if they're asking for 1,000, I'm offering 100 or 150 or 250. You don't want to pay them much because you don't know which claim is going to get in first. Obviously, the first claim that's in is going to be applied to your deductible the quickest. Future claims after that might be deductible and then co-insurance. You really just don't know how it's going to shake out. So the least amount of money that you can give that provider, the better it is for you in the long-term situation. You don't want to have all your money tied up with one provider and then find out that a second provider got the bill in first, and that's really what's counting towards your deductible. And now you don't have that money to pay the bill, and it just makes it really uncomfortable for all parties, and you're on the hook for trying to get that money back from the initial provider. So anyway, that's all I have on the subject. We might cover some more prepay versus postpay strategies down the road, but just wanted to go through another EOB, and hopefully it was beneficial to you. Thanks for your time. Hope you have a great day.